VA, the podcast, episode 20. It's your boy, Dad.
It's your girl, Lexi.
Obi Coleman, aka Hughes by OC.
It's your boy, PJ.
Woo. Well, I just want to start off by saying Happy Mother's Day. This might come out after the fact, but for all the mothers or the almost mothers or the mother-like figures or anyone else, you are appreciated. Your impact is very valuable and continue to keep on doing what you're doing. I hope that you can celebrate it in your own life. But if not, just know that you are appreciated and, just keep hanging in there and being great.
Amen.
For sure.
I appreciate it.
Shout out to the mothers.
Yeah, for sure.
But before you got started with that so eloquently, I did catch Dad trying to shade me, giving me a hand check to see if I was ashy. And I'm about to do an ash reveal.
Oh.
Yeah. Psych, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Let's do the reveal.
Ash reveal is crazy.
Nah,
I got that nigga beat today.
it's only crazy when you acknowledge it.
Yeah, I got these holes in my pants.
You sure like
Yeah.
that? Not really speaking of ashy, but we were talking about like how to call your friends out or how to make your friends aware about certain flaws that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like if one of your friends had like BO, terrible BO, or gingivitis type shit, or you know what I'm saying, halitosis, stinky breath. How would you make them aware of that with still being loving? You know what I'm saying? Still being like, you know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? Let me pull you aside and talk to you, man. It's a reason why they not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would y'all let somebody you not trying to chastise be aware of that?
Me personally, I can't even think of a how I would go about it because it's just like me chastising you gonna probably be what's gonna make you change it. Like I don't know how to be positive about that because it's just like, bro, your breath stink. Like,
yeah, your feet gotta go to the fire.
Yeah.
It's really something you should have figured out before you left home.
Yeah.
And now you putting it on me.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be nice about it. When you're not being nice to nobody.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Coming out there with your arms or your breath or your ass. If your ass smell like that, it's crazy.
yeah.
So that's even crazier question.
Mm-hmm.
How would you let a woman know? You know what I'm saying?
That's when it kind of get interesting.
I want to get yours.
That's where it kind of get interesting because honestly, I feel like you can't. I feel like you can't let a woman know that. I feel like you just gotta remove yourself. Because it's just like, why you got that going on? Like, you feel me? Like me telling you to like, yo, it smell like this is like.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, you don't.
Know?
Yeah, you don't want to know that. So it's like me personally, I just gotta move. Like you might catch it one time. Like you gotta let it be happen twice.
Okay.
First time it could have been a long day.
But you gotta go back. You gotta go back one more time, and you just like take one.
So you're gonna take it into consideration.
It just
And
depends.
then next time you have to see if it's a pattern.
Yeah, it just depends though. If it's just way too crazy, nah, you can't go back.
Yeah.
But if it's like, alright, if it's some understandable, I feel like we get to an age where it's like, alright, maybe I caught her, she been running around all day, whatever. Somehow we got here, but here we are, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those situations. Like, but if that ain't, yeah. But if it ain't that situation, you've been chilling all day, you just take a shower, yeah, nah, like, it's kind of bad on you.
You gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying? You really can't let them know because it's like, it's gonna be so offensive.
It's gonna hurt you.
And it's gonna come back on you.
Yeah.
It's easier to just walk away from it.
Yeah,
And not say nothing than to like get caught in the middle of it. Because if I said something to you, then I'm the problem.
Yeah, I'm the bad
You know what I'm
person.
saying?
Because ain't nobody else told you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else told you like, yeah, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really
Or
smart, like.
you done heard people say that, but now they think, oh, you the person that's telling everybody that. You know what I'm saying? No, it was somebody before me.
Right, yeah. And they ain't tell you. They just tell you. Yeah.
What you guys have?
I'm ghosting cold turkey. I'm gone.
Nah. 2 times. He said 2 times.
You said 2 times?
You get a second
Jay
chance.
gave you 3. I'm a nice guy. I might give you 3. Like, if it's a pattern for sure, I gotta get up out of it. I'm sorry.
So 3
You can't say
chances.
nothing to no woman.
2.
Right?
2 chances, and how many you would get?
14.
14?
35 times.
Over 2 years.
Nigga gonna try to help her fix it.
Yeah. I was placing shit in Yeah. I'm coming up with a different solution every time.
Yeah, he gonna get in the tub with her like. That shit might wash. That shit might wash off on me. Hell no. I don't know what you got. That shit might be like rewind or something. Yeah, dick sauce stick. Yeah, nah.
I'm just like, it's amazing to me that you guys have sit here and said everything but just communication.
Oh.
You don't think it's a way, and so this just comes to a simple question. You don't think it's a possible way to deliver unpleasant information, respectfully?
No.
We know better.
Yeah, it's really
We
not.
know better.
It's really not. Yeah.
You tell a woman, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know them draws I watched Friday? She coming back hard at me. I'm like, damn, I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to save you from goddamn.
That's so crazy. Either way it goes, it's like you can really miss out on a good person because they had a situation they may not have been aware of.
They miss out on a good person with their situation. Why is it always on us? Lose. We the victims, actually. We niggas who snubbed it. They dealt it.
Yeah.
They dealt it.
Yeah.
So why do we gotta come up with solutions?
Yeah, exactly.
But honestly, I have not really have encountered a situation with a woman who has had that I knew personally that had like a situation like that. So I can't even give y'all a perspective of why that might be going on. Them not know.
Like you don't get no ass. This is what we talking about. We talking about you will not notice until you crack your cheeks until the shit wide open. You know what I'm saying? That's when the smell finally hits you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like
if
you
you
know
not
that
behind
stuff.
Yeah, it gotta be. It's like on the tip stroke when they just go home.
Yeah, if you smelling it, there's something going
Yeah,
on.
something crazy. She feeling some type of way.
That's really a problem.
Your senses ain't working.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. Okay, I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm thinking like somebody walk by and
Don't walk by and
Yeah, walk by air.
And they,
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. I didn't know y'all was actually talking about like when y'all actually in the middle of it.
Like I was seeing where a dude was talking about relationship stuff to where like you would bring up something with your girl today that she did. And she'd be like, well, 3 weeks ago you did. It's like, bro, we not on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you waited till today for me to speak on what you did to bring up 3 weeks ago what I did. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, why are you doing that?
Complaint holders.
It's my opinion, so I'm not gonna speak on something
Oh,
that.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So I would say me. So I'm
okay.
saying from my perspective, even though I can't directly relate to that example, I would say that if I brought something up 3 weeks later. If you brought something to my attention and I mentioned something that you did 3 weeks ago, it's because in my mind it's directly, similar to whatever you did.
Yeah, so you like it's cool when you did.
Right, exactly. And it's not even trying to be funny. It really don't become trying to be funny until you get mad. Because it's like, well, I wasn't sure if I should be upset about it, but you were okay, so I was like, all right, well, let me see. Now I did it and you upset about it. So really when I'm saying, well, you did, I'm really trying to see, do I need to get upset?
But if you weren't upset about it, then you weren't upset.
Right, It don't have nothing to do with me being upset.
You can't gauge how
you upset on me.
By how upset I get. That's kind of you just kind of move the goalpost to suit how you feel like addressing it.
And that's a good point because you know what? It's like from my perspective, again, from my opinion, based on the situation, not anything specific to me, but from my perspective, I would say a situation like that is more like I'm identifying boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And so while I'm identifying boundaries, I know stuff that I'm, adamant about. But as I'm getting more familiar with you, I'm seeing different things, and I'm trying to see, is it an issue or not? So if I'm bringing it up, like, well, you did this, like, well, you had a whole conversation with your ex in your DMs.
Right, yeah.
Why are you mad that I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's really me trying to figure out: are you really respectful, or are you trying to play with me? You know what I'm saying?
But that's a perfect response from a woman because it's just like as we sit here talking, it's just like, why is that how y'all feel? Because it's like, we're not basing nothing that y'all do on whether or not we're going to be mad about it. Like, we mad about it because we mad about it. Like, it don't got nothing to do with, Oh, was Lexi mad about it? Oh, I'm gonna be mad about it. No, I'm mad about it. Like, it don't got nothing to do with you being mad about it. But that just goes to show you like the two different aspects on how
it's so different.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%.
And I like that she said that because it also goes to how different people think. Because you're talking to me like this, so you would say this, in
Right?
but you want to say in real time. Why you know what I'm saying? Like, why you trying to bring up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you would.
Real time. Unfortunately, real time get a little bit hectic.
What y'all think about the 12-foot statue that they built in Times Square?
Me personally, I'm just seeing the statue today when Obi showed it to me, and I mean, I don't know, like my opinion on it, like it looked kind of crazy because it's just like I'm just trying to figure out like what image are y'all trying to put out, or what are y'all trying to portray, or whatever the case may be, because it's just like we don't know of a black woman like specifically looking how y'all to put her out here to look, you know what I mean? Like, so it's more so like I would want to know like what was y'all thought process going into that as to why y'all did that or why y'all put it there, you know, just the whole dynamics of the statue.
I think they were saying it's like they were trying to kind of overcome stereotypes about black women and how they were seen. Don't know black women really look like that on purpose, you know what I'm saying? And would go in Times Square and stand out like that. So why would you have a memorial to that type of... It really just looked tacky, you know what I'm saying? You can't put it no other way. If I seen her in Walmart, I would still say, you know, take your ass home.
Exactly.
So I don't need a 12-foot statue looking like the Pine-Sol lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really look crazy out there. It's like that mammy archetype, that Aunt Jemima. And like when we see like 100 years from now, you know what I'm saying, that's still sitting there, that's what they're gonna think we all look like.
Exactly.
So no, thank you. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not representation of how black women look these days, and it's more like a throwback to that old archetype that they used to give us. They already got rid of that from the pancake box, so why we putting it in the middle of Times Square? It's just like they rebranded. They rebranded Manny.
Yeah. It's like they don't ever give black people like an elegant statue.
Right.
But you don't ever see a trailer park white person
you
got
never
any statue
see
anywhere. Like, you never seen a trailer park.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
didn't even
saying?
think about that.
Ain't be no dress, no suit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They gotta be in white tee and some
Yeah.
cut out shorts or some shit. You been
I mean, they want to do it, and they like to usually, and you make a good point, because they like to use, you know, respectable characters in their history. It's like, why wouldn't they use Henrietta Lacks? I think about that statue she got down here, but she is actually very significant in America.
right.
She, you know what I'm saying, and she was a well put together, attractive lady. Like, why wouldn't they do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, why they just gonna pick this random like...
It wasn't even random. This is like an AI generated content. You know what I'm saying? It's not a specific
Right,
person.
and it's just it's like, and it's huge, 12 foot, like, it's you know what I'm saying? And it's like...
Yeah, it's just bad because it's just like y'all don't want to portray the black people as beautiful at all. Like that's not what y'all like. You know what I mean? It's like any type of way that you can tear the culture down, or you know what I mean, do something crazy. It's like that's what y'all doing. Yeah,
it's been that constant issue with statues. It was the MLK statue. They're like from the right angle, it looked like a phallus. You know what I'm saying? Then there was the Dwayne Wade statue, that was a refurbished LeBron James statue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just put his jersey on there, basically. It looked crazy. I really don't see nothing as far as positive representation.
And that's why we gotta just start doing it for ourselves. When you said the other cultures, what do? They do it for themselves.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying? We gotta do it for ourselves. Why would we expect people who are not of our culture to pick out something that represents us the best?
Yeah, that's
so true. It's like you can feel all kinds of different ways, but to me, I'm tired of feeling all kinds of different ways about other cultures doing something about my culture. I just want to be like, if I don't like it, let's find some people who gonna do something different. Let me do something different, or let me, but it's like we can stop saying y'all need to stop doing this about our culture. They gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Until we do it, somebody else gonna do it. So it's just, what I'm saying? We might not can't build a 12-foot statue or something, but we can do something. You know what I'm saying? You right, why not?
Chains
Okay,
and
now.
Lamborghinis, let's put some
Exactly right. Let's start
it's
doing
bigger.
yeah. You
It's
know,
gonna take more
let's
than
just
that.
focus on building up the positivity that we want to be, the representation that we want to see, because that is painful.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm
because
saying?
the artist, he from overseas anyway. He British,
Mm.
so he don't give a damn how we look.
For real.
Yeah. And they told me to get him a model of a black British woman.
Mm-hmm.
They have buck teeth, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They be eating beans on toast, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. That's not my
Straight up.
life, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they tell me to do.
And that's disrespectful too. You can tell me it's all this chaos is going on in this country between international relations. You want to commission, you know, a non-American to do an American, a black American. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just all that just trickles down to this ain't even nothing for us to really be entertaining. We need to just keep focusing on trying to build up what we can do and doing stuff for ourselves, because I mean, I know it's so many creative people in America. There's so many creative black people. You know what I'm saying? It's just all these different people, and you getting a 12-foot statue of some person built in another country to represent Americans. The whole thing doesn't make sense to me.
The thin line between art and propaganda. Propaganda is art. It's just art used to portray a certain message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like this had no message that we were trying to send, so it got to be from somewhere else.
From somewhere else, yeah. This wasn't nothing that you would say like, all right, somebody black tried to put this out
Yeah.
for the black community, like, because what was you trying to put out there? Like, what was you trying to get across that
Mm-hmm.
that statue made sense?
And the only people who really speaking of it in a positive way is the people who either kind of disconnected or the people from other cultures who just like, they giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is different.
Right, yeah.
Well, it's-
They trying to see the good. in it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're trying to see the good. in it. But
Yeah.
sometimes shit is just what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You listen to an album and it's
It's
because
just
of an
not-
artist that you like and you want to be like, "Oh, man, maybe this shit grow me." Nah, sometimes you gotta be
Yeah,
like,
it's
this shit
trash,
ass.
yeah.
This shit is ass.
Yeah,
So
like
it's
no
all
matter how
right
many
now.
times.
Well, this is a bad time to plug y'all.
My bad.
Hey, anytime good.
Anytime
Oh, yeah, nigga, start, baby.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah.
But now we talking about that Sunday. Hey, look, we're talking about that video you just shot.
Oh man, we got a crazy video right now. It's going crazy. Directed and shot.
It's not about.
Directed and shot by you, boss.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We gotta show them that this is a team and we
Yeah,
going crazy.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
Also, VA, baby, we doing big things, putting stuff out, creating
I think it's one of the most unique looks that has come out of Virginia. Besides, like you can say Shabuzi, but Shabuzi, that was a song we already knew. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is more original. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. You figured out a way to mix two genres.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, and to keep it in a lane that's still your own. So
Right.
Yeah.
Written and produced by myself.
yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, it's honestly like a R&B country song.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like I'm in here on some country swag, but I'm singing on some, like, you know what I mean? Like, on some R&B stuff.
Exactly.
I don't really sing, I don't really sound like the country singer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, to kind of put both of them in perspective.
Rhythm and soul.
Yeah.
That's what you call
Rhythm and soul.
Rhythm and soul. Creating a new genre.
R&B.
Star B.
Star
Get down white.
Star B is wild.
Coming next month. Star B.
Niggas gave it out.
Star B.
Yeah, Star B.
PJ had played Jesus Waltz a little bit earlier today. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't listened to Jesus Waltz in about, I'd say at least probably a year or so. You know what I'm saying? That's not no song I really go back to. But it's a song that I first got familiar with Kanye West on. So going back to it, I see like, damn, this is kind of relevant to things that are going on now, and like how groundbreaking it was for his time when it was really gangster music. You know what I'm saying? That's the era of like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
That's when 50 Cent was in his prime.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, that may have been Kanye's most impactful song that he ever made. And like, as much as he's done since then, the first song that I heard him on might have been the most influential. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all think of anything that could be possibly just a single song? Just a single song that could have moved the needle as much as Jesus Walks. By Kanye. Let's just stick to Kanye for
Right, yeah. Nah, because like I said, Through the Wire for me probably would have been the only one maybe close because of like what all was transpiring.
Right.
You know what I mean? And him talking about it and actually rapping with your jaw wired up. You know what I mean?
That's what made me love him.
Yeah.
I ain't even know that for a long time. I was rapping when I was young. I'm like, I ain't even know it the whole time.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean that would just be like a close second, but like to think about another one that he put out, like I wouldn't really.
I feel like
Go, nigga.
yeah. You know what's crazy about that? It's like he got a sample of Ray Charles without getting a sample of Ray Charles. He got the Jamie Foxx impersonate Ray Charles when he's like a Academy Award winning whatever award it is. He won that award acting as Ray Charles, and he got the nigga to do his hook. So you basically got a Ray Charles set.
Yeah,
shit was cold.
That was cold as fuck.
Yeah.
And then like what you were saying with Through the Wire, you know what I'm saying, Shaka Khan on there. Well, she wasn't actually on there. He sampled it.
Right.
But looking back, you know what I'm saying, that was cool, but that was kind of gimmicky, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't impactful.
Right. It was.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I can't think of a single song, but I'm thinking about the project, 808s and Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Because that changed music. Because only person who was really doing like auto-tune to like a high level was probably like T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? T-Pain. Jay-Z came out, he shot the shit down. But Jay-Z Prodigy came back out. You know what I'm saying? And now we got all these we got like the Juice WRLDs, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying people who've grown from that genre of music. It's like people who might not can really sing like that, but it's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a whole genre. It's like
Same.
Uzi grew out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The emo music. It was so many young people who came from 808s and Heartbreaks who would have never been around if he hadn't introduced that style of music.
Right.
That sounds very impactful as an album.
As an album, but I can't think of a staple song, and it's just because it's
Dear Mama.
so
That was impactful.
So you think, oh yeah, that's a good one to bring up around Mother's Day. Yeah. So, and that was kind of Tupac's career. Just having like prophetic songs that like he made so much music in his time. He only got to be 25.
Right.
But the stuff he talked about in 2025 is still relevant after he died in 96.
Yeah.
So you think Dear? I don't think Dear Mama
Impact?
is his most Pop's most impact. Yeah. I think that's like heartfelt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say heartfelt.
He put it on, especially at a time like this. You know what I'm saying? Mother's Day. Well, you know what I'm saying? During the time of Mother's Day, we got to talk about Hit 'Em Up one time. You know what I'm saying? That's the most disrespectful diss song.
They being real disrespectful these days.
Yeah.
Julio, you feel me? Julio, Young and 8.
Yeah, Hit 'Em Up started drill music.
Exactly.
Because there's no other song that you can go back to the root of being that disrespectful.
Man, what? Don't one of you little niggas got sickle cells?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. That nigga's going
He
in.
said like life.
You feel me? I fucked you. Good God, I'm like,
I would cry right now.
man, that was disrespectful.
Yeah.
That
Really started it. Cause like I said, that was before all the ether and everything.
Right. Tupac started drill music.
I mean, he wasn't YN though at the time.
Yeah, he
for
was.
sure.
He was the original YN.
Yeah, when niggas talk about Tupac, niggas just talk about how wild he was.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like this nigga don't care about shooting nigga in the club, doing whatever.
You know who the wildest nigga though? The nigga who just imitating what they think they should be. You know what I'm saying? Because like real street niggas and hood niggas got set. Like they still have some type of ethic, moral of what they will do and they won't do.
Yeah.
The people who just imitate what they think they should do, they the wildest one, like the white boy who get accepted into all the black friend groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He the one who gonna wild out the most.
Fast, he gotta prove something.
Yeah, he ain't got no type of moral compass as far as what he should and what he shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying?
He don't know why he doing it.
Exactly, and that's why I think Pac was like that because he's trying to fit in. He's a theater kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he just got fully involved in this character and couldn't break out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you break out of it?
Then you look at it, it's like nigga shot me for how many times? You got 5, 6 times.
Yeah.
I'm coming back. Nigga, I'm ready to kill you. Fuck off.
Right.
So
you really own that now.
Yeah.
Because I was acting.
Yeah.
But now niggas done turned me up.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Shoot me 6 times. Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah,
Bro, I got a little money. I got a little power.
He was mad.
Yeah, he was mad as
That
fuck.
man was like, yeah, he was mad.
He was real mad. I like Tupac.
Oh, that not.
He was a good kid.
That
though,
story.
But he was in the project. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like,
You tied this shit all together. You didn't even know. You said it was a good kid, man. City.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tupac Gemini, Kanye Gemini, Kendrick Lamar Gemini. Yeah, tied all this shit all together, man. How you do that?
I mean, I'm like,
No, he did. You did.
I'm saying, I like it.
Mr. Zodiac.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, man. He said he was the highest paid black man to do a show.
Yeah.
He got paid the most
Word?
for a show. Yeah, in history.
What did it look like? Well, how much look?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to.
Had to be a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Michael
I know
Jackson.
niggas
You
is
feel that? That's
talking.
what I'm like. Mike, you got Mike? What?
Oh shit, Michael Jackson. Did he count?
He was.
He
Yeah.
black.
Well, he was black.
I
That's before he turned white.
He was black.
But yeah, I mean,
Say he's black anyway. No matter what he turned.
Oh God.
nah, well, Mike always black.
Yeah.
I can't even fuck around too much with Mike because that's that nigga.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, that's the dope for real. As far as music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like I said, with Kanye Junk being the most impactful, being Jesus Walks, like
What
that's
else?
what we standing on basically. Like that's his most impactful. Like, do we feel like that's the most impactful one? Period in hip hop, but
In hip hop. Damn. Hold on. In hip hop. So I gotta think of something from the start of hip hop.
We say,
or at least
the way hip hop is now.
Yeah.
When we say impactful though.
So impactful. I guess you kind of could categorize it on some like how it really. No, I'm not even gonna really say how it changed the world because even when Jesus Walks is like the song not really changing the world,
Right.
But how it changed rap.
Okay. Alright.
Like what came out of that song dropping that you feel like okay it wouldn't have came after that if that song didn't drop like
Okay, that's deep.
yeah like that song dropping spiraled a whole lot of other songs or
But what did Jesus Walk spiral though? Exactly. What you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say that Jesus Walks like really spiraled another but like you said like the 808s album whatever did what it did but me listening to the lyrics like I just feel like he was stepping out of like you said like you had all the gangster rap going on as far as 50 Cent,
Right.
Gucci, T.I., Luda, like you know what I'm saying all of these guys like nobody was rapping to that form that Kanye was rapping and so like lyrics wise during that song it's like he's dead ass telling you like the same stuff that we go through in the community as being somebody black as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, niggas, you know what I mean? We know because we grew up in the community. Like, niggas frown upon, like, a nigga going to church or a nigga, you know what I mean, believing in Jesus. Where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where it shouldn't be. But, you know what I'm saying? So he's speaking on it in a song, like, bro, no matter what, like, basically, like, I need Jesus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, like, even though I feel like my album might not sell as much because I'm not rapping the shit y'all want to hear.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna rap it anyway, cause like you know what I'm saying.
That's bold as fuck.
Exactly.
And he always been like the most gangster, ungangster nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like that. He's the complete opposite of gangster, but he do all the shit the gangsters won't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which it's hard to say about him now because he got so much other weird shit.
Wow, shit, yeah, now kind of
So like as what you were saying lyrically, I get that.
Yeah,
but when we saying impact, it's more than just like lyrical. It's like influence.
Yeah.
It's like how that other people start behaving. You know what I'm saying? And look, I gotta go back to Thug, man.
Yeah.
I'm a thug.
Yeah,
That shit changed everything. That shit changed how people talk. You didn't have to be at the words didn't have to be audible. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
like,
started getting on beat saying anything.
I wouldn't say that because it's like they did.
Yeah.
They did, but I feel like Thug had like it was strategic. You know what I'm saying? Because like Playboy Cardi got like he's one of the biggest ones with the kids now. He got like 5 voices.
Yeah.
Did he do?
Right.
If you go back to I'm a Stoner, you know what I'm saying? You hear like 5 different voices.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like
in one song, like
in one song, I thought it was a group.
Yeah, it's just him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I Thug, the way he changed the way everybody rap to this point, I gotta say he the most like impactful as far as influence.
Yeah.
Because Wayne started that, but he could only take it so far. He wasn't as influential. It's like it's at least 25 rappers popping that sound like Thug now.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nobody else sounding like Kanye.
Ain't nobody sounding like Kanye.
Trying to mimic it,
right? But the 808 sounds, I do give him that.
Right. Yeah.
But Thug, what he did as far as like for flow, you know what I'm saying? As far as how people look, as far as how people acting, that whole YN shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit. It's like the Thug archetype.
Like that emo thug shit. Like you emo gangster type.
Right.
Like jeans, piercings.
Because it was so wild of him doing, like, because I still remember, like, you trying to, like, have me listen to Thug, and I'm like, bro, like, this nigga got an album with a dress on, or, like, you know what I mean, like, or, like, whatever that wild dress was. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, nah, I don't want to listen to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about his image made me want to listen to it. So then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he changed the dynamic of, like, all right, dress how you want, you know what I mean? Like, you got your Gunners, you got your Playboys, you got your, you know what I mean?
But it was kind of on some bullshit because that was some industry shit while he was doing it.
Yeah.
It was just a gimmick, and he worked the gimmick, but he's so talented that people just dismiss it. Like, you know, that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just what he do.
Right, yeah. Instead of saying, like, that's wild, he got a dress on.
So obviously, I've been making excuses for the nigga.
Yeah. Because like I said, like, between you, like I said, a few others like you, I was the ones trying to get me to listen to him. I'm like, nah, I'm going to get it. Yeah, like.
I was to that Border 6.
Well,
Border 6. That was my shit.
That's the one with the red. With
that was too hard.
Even the cover was crazy. With the ass nigga on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Wow. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so Lex might be able to answer this. Is it, okay, we're talking about hip hop. Is there anybody in R&B who changed? I got one right away.
I got one too.
Alright. Well,
yeah. I ain't gonna.
Is there anybody who R&B who had impact as far as influence, the way music is made, that changed the state of music even to this day?
Okay, so are there any exclusions, like not the obvious, like Michael Jackson and stuff, or you just saying?
No, they no exclusion. It's just
for me, I think of Whitney Houston because she it's just like she set such a standard that even when somebody start playing her song in karaoke or any regard, people anxiety build up because like, are you really gonna do this to yourself? You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like it could be any song of hers. You know what I'm saying?
She had the look, the marketability. You know what I'm saying? She had the voice. She had the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She even the edginess. You know what I'm saying? She won't go on for shit. She had the diva.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Mike, but I said R&B. But Whitney is like the queen of ballads. So, but she's still R&B.
So
she's
R&B.
still
Yeah,
R&B.
when I hear her voice in my mind, when I used to hear any song that she sung, it touched my soul.
Yeah,
Right.
So to me,
Yep.
that's what
Okay.
R&B. That soulful music for me is R&B.
Uh-huh.
And so like her singing, she was, you know, that I'll always love you. You know what I'm saying? That's a ballad. But her singing that, you know what I'm saying? You felt her loving.
Yeah.
Wherever she's exactly. Like that's part of that. That's where people could sing
Right.
and then you can sing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's that sing and it's that sang. It's like, oh, you sound really good, but some people don't even have to sound as good as, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they will get you up out your seat and touch you right here in your stomach. Like, oh, I felt that. I got chills.
Yeah, when you get them
I
chills,
love
you know,
Yes,
real.
And to me,
Yeah.
she was both. She had that range. She could, you know, she had that range with opera singers. She had that range with, you know, Mariah Carey, all these different, you know, and like I said, to this day, they trying to find another like her.
Mhm.
But she also could touch you right here in that range, you know, in your chest. You're like, oh.
Cause you gotta
Take
take,
it
there's been
from-
plenty of people who had the voice. Coco Jones got the voice,
Oh God.
but she ain't Whitney.
Nope.
It ain't been another Whitney, so I gotta go with you because I can't think of nothing better. What you got, Dan?
I got that boy R. Kelly, bro.
Mhm.
Come on, R. Kelly.
Nah, he really
All right,
stole my
break
answer.
it down.
He really stole my answer.
Come on, bro.
Break it down,
Kels,
break it down.
Kels, alright. Kels made it cool to be super freaky on the tracks type shit. Alright.
Uh-huh.
He like, it ain't no limit, bro. Be freaky. Make these women do what they do.
Yeah.
Boom. Other than that, I feel like he birthed the sound now with him and Jay-Z, the best of both worlds, John.
Yeah.
Like, get up with another rapper. Boom.
So if you talk, yeah, I get what you're saying. If
Yeah.
we talking about impact.
Yeah.
We talking about influence.
Mhm.
The music is freaky as ever.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
His harmonies are stolen by every good R&B artist. You know what I'm saying? He took the Aaron Hall archetype and just took it even further.
Facts.
Made the music better.
And you can sing.
He sang.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have we seen anybody who can be as versatile as R. Kelly? So, only person,
Chris Brown. Yeah.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop.
Woo, yeah.
only reason
I don't
why-
see him doing no trap in the closet shit though.
Yeah.
Like being.
I that's the only thing I was saying. I think Drake could do a wider range of music than Chris Brown could, but I think Chris Brown makes better music than Drake. Me personally, you know, I'm just a bigger fan of Chris Brown.
Yeah. But that's the thing though, like, so if you
It's tight though. It's tight. I'm not gonna act like, you know what I'm saying, Chris Brown is making that much greater music. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I think Chris Brown a better talent, but Drake make better music.
yeah.
But you know, like when Chris Brown had that jump where he did, when he had like songs and he was rapping, like the nigga can rap.
That nigga
Yeah.
So it's like, if I had to debate on it, I would like Chris Brown rapping over Drake singing. Cause like Drake's songs with his R&B junk, it's like he not singing.
Yeah.
He rapping and
Yeah,
singing.
he
type of-
harmonizing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
harmonizing.
what I'm saying? Like if you really had to listen to Drake sing, it's like,
But whenever,
Yeah,
but Chris Brown, he can really sing. But when does he go into his range of singing? Now he really don't do that too often. You know what I'm saying? He really don't like.
go all out.
He
Like how
really
she was
don't
saying,
like
Whitney,
utilize his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to the extent it could.
Yeah,
So
like
he kind of do what Drake do a lot because
Yeah.
Facts.
he enjoyed being in that tween lane of that rap,
Mhm.
rapping and singing too.
Yeah, like if you think back to like when he was on like This Christmas, the movie junk and singing,
Yes.
like that's like the singing that you saying, like as far as like, yo, you not hitting that when it comes to your song. Like 'cause when he was singing up there on the junk, niggas like, damn, I feel it. Like,
Oh,
you know
God.
what I'm saying? Like, this nigga popping out singing in front of his family.
And you know what's
Yeah, I wanna
crazy?
see that.
Oh my bad, bro.
No, I want to see that, like that soul Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that pop shit, it's like, alright, bro, you can really sing, so get in that soul,
Yeah,
that R. Kelly
he
12
really, he
inch.
really gonna have to just lock in on the whole album and just straight like.
Straight, I'm telling you, that is
Yeah.
a little crazy.
But the thing I was thinking about is like all three of the artists we talking about, you know what I'm saying, Drake, Chris Brown, R. Kelly, these are the people who just under the scrutiny of, you know what I'm saying, things they done in the past, but it's like it's also orchestrated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to make sure that whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, is they I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I just know they're all under heavy scrutiny.
Yeah.
All the best artists in these particular genres.
But you gotta think about it. Like me personally, when I hear that, I just feel like that only go on like in the black community.
Right.
Exactly.
You trying your best to have a reason why this person not the greatest artist.
And we just agree to it. You know what I'm saying? Black people just agree to it to just cancel them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we were talking about that the other day when we last like we ain't canceling nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they really just depended on us to go along with whatever they say, and then just
Yeah, and then piggyback off of that concept, it's really like we need to police our own affairs.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What that means is cancel who we want to cancel. Let somebody offend us, and then we decide to put them out there and then cancel them. They line people up.
Yeah.
Look, y'all, look at this person who did this, that, and third. Now, they bad, because some other people told us they was bad, and they did all these things with those people or whatever. We don't directly know this stuff.
Right.
So why are we canceling these people that we don't necessarily know what they did, or we know y'all telling us to do it? So I'm like, we need to police our own affairs. Cancel people that upset us.
Right.
Cancel people that did something that bothered us, and we decided to expose them. And as a collective, we all get together and like, oh no, we can't let that happen here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we're not just gonna let you do whatever you want to do. But if some other people mad at you, that ain't our business.
Right. Because collectively, we would have canceled Lil Nas X. Because we don't deal with that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, when he was sliding on the pole down to the devil and all that, like, that's not that type shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We done with him after that. But it's like, we were kind of shunned if we wanted to cancel something like that, but then we got to hop on the bandwagon to cancel whoever was told for us to cancel. It's like, oh, you still listening to them? Yeah, nigga.
Right.
Straight up.
You're not going to tell me how to enjoy myself.
Right.
You know
But
what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
thing though, you gotta think about it like, bro, I'm pretty sure like Elvis and them did hella shit, the Beatles was doing wild shit.
You have to.
Yeah, I mean, it just
Ron
depends
Jeremy.
Elvis 13. I think his wife was like 13.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and she was, I think, his cousin.
Oh,
Like literally, like I think for real, like I think like he was at her house.
Yeah.
And
But
he
that's
was
the thing, like the media
just.
just don't magnify it. So
Right.
it's just like, all right.
Because they don't. That's what I'm saying. This ain't just Elvis. If we went to any culture and we asked them about their celebrities or some dirt, there's gonna be history of people just like here.
Yeah.
But they keep it to themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They keep it to themselves. So they deal with it in house.
Right.
They embarrass them. They shame them. They reprimand them. They cancel them. They deal with it in house.
Yeah, but then you gotta think about it like, even for all the situations that was going on, it's like this shit is everyday life.
Fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take away from like, all right, yeah, y'all did what y'all did and it wasn't right. But like, you separated from the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, musically, like, you that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, personally, you know what I mean? Like, everybody don't be signing up to be a role model either, you know what I mean?
It's like, why are we looking for people to be perfect to be able to, like,
and this nigga's
make
already
something
not
we
perfect,
like
though.
to listen to?
Are you looking for that?
Somebody be perfect?
Are you looking to be perfect?
No.
Are you looking for every human being that comes across you to admire you and idolize you?
No, I know niggas gonna hate me.
Exactly. Are you looking for that, Obi?
No. Hey, you know what? You know what? It's like, I think about House. Will, you seen the TV show House, right? He was a terrible person. But we all can sit there and admire him. Like, oh, he's this brilliant mind. He's this great doctor. He shits on everybody too. You know what I'm saying? He's an addict or whatever.
Right.
And still like, nah. But he's a great doctor though. So it was like, when it comes to music, it's different. Damn, I would rather the nigga who's a doctor be a better person because this nigga is determining whether I live or die. You know what I'm saying? Not me particularly, but you whoever go to him.
Yeah.
Music is just whatever you listen to in your free time. You know what I'm saying? Why we put a standard we wouldn't put on people who control life or death over people who can control what we willingly listen to.
And that's a perfect example because when you think about it, it goes back to the same concept. They govern their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They keep it within, they decide amongst themselves. They decide he's so worth it. If they actually put him out in public scrutiny and identified everything that he's doing, then people wouldn't feel that way. The patients wouldn't feel that way, you know, everybody else. but they protect him. They govern their own affairs.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. We have to govern our own affairs. We have to make our own, trial and whatnot and determine how we're going to treat these people.
Yeah, have our own public opinion.
Yeah.
That's specific to us.
Because we have to protect our legacy because if nobody's perfect. If you wait till these people who are impactful and significant and monumental on the impact of our culture in this country or in this world, and then they decide to pull out their dirt, and now we have to ignore everything they ever did. Be ashamed of anything that we liked about it that day. All the times we had a good time dancing at the cookout, we can't even reminisce on that because they make us feel like, well, if you even think about something like this, then you support him. What about Disney though?
Yeah, taking that back.
Watch Disney movie,
Yeah,
right? And all the Disney shows, they got announcement now. If you go on Disney app, when you watch one of their old cartoons, they basically apologize. There's gonna be some racism or some crazy stuff in there, Oopsie. They could remove that. They could edit it. They do editing with, with music and everything else.
Yeah.
We do editing for the podcast. But it's like, nobody's worried about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't bother them, whoever these people are. We have to feel the same way.
I say Smokey Robinson had like 50 accusers. Just opposed to that, I see on Instagram, it's a nigga 6'8". You know what I'm saying? You ever seen him?
Mm-hmm.
With a big tall dude who all the girls love or whatever. And it was like
I know you're talking about.
three white girls walked up to him and and he just sitting there chilling, like they just like come back to the house with us for a sex party.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit Smokey Robinson was experiencing. But
Right.
those girls 50 years from now will say, oh, like he raped all of us,
Yeah.
and then we'll all just
crazy.
We'll all just turn against him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because it just takes something being orchestrated and people who don't give a fuck about him no more after he done lost his life, and everybody just turned against him.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Now we gotta cancel him and everything he's ever done. So all
Right.
the songs we like that he wrote,
Motown.
all the music, exactly, everything that he's ever done. Now we gotta cancel. Why every time someone of significant impact all of a sudden get exposed, we canceling them?
Right.
Because what other cultures cancel their people like this? I mean, they have people get exposed too, and they just kind of
They
sad
kind
about it
of
and
just
continue.
keep us from being great. It's just like
Yeah, that's
we
the whole
erase,
truth, too.
like they trying to erase our history, and we erase it ourselves.
Erase it,
Wow.
yeah.
Like, by they put that asterisk on it, it's like, this nigga was great, but this was
Yeah, exactly,
Nigga, why we
exactly.
talking about that? They got
Exactly.
13 Grammys and you know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Right.
So like nigga, we talking about what he did in his personal life. But that's the thing, like I be feeling like you gotta think about how like you gotta put yourself in them people's shoes. Like it's so crazy that like the way how the media and stuff wanna critique people to where it's like, bro, you know how hard it would be to be LeBron James, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, like to have to like date somebody, or even if you're not dating them, like you married somebody, like your everyday life of regular problems that you can't even experience real shit because you don't know when it's gonna hit the neck.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could dead ass have an argument with your girl and you know what I'm saying, like it really get out of hand. That shit go on every day. But it's just like y'all just know that like this shit went overboard today. I'm not making him out to be the good person, but it's just like it's always two sides of how shit go. And it's always a lot built up.
We got to be more objective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit more objective.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely not so quick to cancel niggas for sure.
I might cancel Star Baby for real.
Nigga practicing his canceling.
Yeah, I'm practicing.
Let me see.
I can't be canceled.
I'm a chancellor.
Stop.
I'm going country with they cancel me.
They gonna change genre every time I cancel.
Nigga got the jazz lane. Like,
Oh God, yeah. Nigga play the jazz flute like fucking Andre 3000.
Stacks. Got me a 3 stacks feature.
Andre 3000 dropped that piano album too.
oh yeah, I did see that. I ain't
Alright, you did too much.
Yeah, the
The
nigga
flute
whole
shit.
album was straight instrumental.
Yeah, man.
But he got a lot of positive feedback though.
Yeah, niggas was saying that was
I heard like a pianist.
yeah.
That nigga was like, that shit ass.
But that's the thing though, like unless you really in that lane and know what you listening for, you don't know what's
Oh,
going
God.
on.
That
Like,
shit can be hard.
yeah.
I'm trash.
Exactly, yeah. You don't know, nigga. You ain't never played that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know if you messing up or not. Like, yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely, yeah.
That's crazy. And it's
But-
like he's doing Go ahead.
Nah, that's creative as fuck. It's just like I'm jumping in every language music I want to, and I'm changing. Because that's kind of how I do with art. You know what I'm saying? I just do the shit I like. I don't have to be trained in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it works for him because remember he did that with that Love out with Rose or something like that.
Love.
Yeah. And that was completely, as far as I remember, that was completely different.
That time. Oh, so they go back all the way back to the conversation we was having earlier. Most impactful because that was before 808s.
Right.
That was the original 808. Love. No, Andre 3000. Love.
I forgot.
Yeah, see, I ain't listen to all his albums like that.
See, you not know the story.
Yeah, I'm not.
What's up?
I'm not going to betray to be.
But for real, that was like the original 808s and Heartbreaks.
Hey now. Oh Lord.
Oh yeah.
And then crash into a ditch.
Yeah.
Need golden
Hey, that's like
all right.
And that shit, we don't even have to know. That shit is ingrained in our memory now.
Yeah.
That's you talk about impact. I gotta take Kanye out that conversation and put the love below in that because it's Hey Y'all and that song we just talked about. That's two songs I can name off top.
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo, yeah, CeeLo, but that's all. I kind of consider them all
the same type of
shit. Yeah. That's Goody Mob. That's all Dungeon Family. You know what I'm saying? They all kind of. Who I put at the top of that is Andre 3000. But CeeLo definitely, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say like he's the most. I would never put him more impactful than him.
Andre 3000, I definitely would co-sign that one because I was in Atlanta when that happened, and it was crazy because it was like from my experience, people was clowning him. What are he doing? Why he coming out with that crazy music? Because him and Big Boy, they had that rap style was cool, that southern, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And
everybody like, what? They like saying all these moves about Erykah Badu, doing something to him.
Oh, yeah.
But then when they heard it, and it was resistance because people didn't even appreciate him changing his look. So he started dressing like more eccentric and all that right there.
So you gotta take Thug out of the equation too because he started that shit that Thug does. You know what I'm saying?
Them tight pants, that headband, perm his hair.
All crazy. You know what I'm
perm his hair.
What the fuck going on with this nigga? And just like his flow. I was at the mall the other day, had a call from the other way, came from saying something, I'm talking that just like that talking.
I just like that shit. What about Nelly though? I ain't trying to go back to that topic, but damn, Nelly.
No, that's another one. Hold on, let's talk about it. Like, but who did Nelly spawn though? You know what I'm saying? Like, name an artist who you think Nelly spawned from his.
Kurt Cobain.
I will say I think Nelly is impactful because I remember in Atlanta it was crazy over that tip drill.
Oh shit!
Not even just that.
Politically,
the nigga,
style.
They was like it was like, and I don't know, for some reason I wanted to see. I don't know if it was like restricted or whatever, but it made people want to find out. Because, but that was like they tried to cancel him over that.
Yeah,
his sister.
But not even just that though. I don't know if it was like an interview or what, but it was talking about like nigga when he dropped Air Force Ones, like how the price, like how much the stock went up for niggas buying Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? Because we was in middle school, you know what I mean? Like that nigga dropped that, like
$50.
Probably.
Yeah.
$49.99.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably didn't pay him nothing for that good going up.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, but like, when that nigga dropped Air Force Ones, like, that shit was.
Well, shit. That's like Run DMC with Adidas. Yeah, but the tip drill done definitely, because like I said, niggas was staying up at 3 o'clock watching beats.
Wait,
and that was like the highlight of the video. Like, they would show other jokes on there, but it's like, nigga, we waiting to see tip drill. Like,
wow.
Last one.
Exactly. The last one.
Like, where's tip drill?
That shit. Once tip drill played, that's the end of it. Like,
don't sleep.
Good was anonymous.
What? You stay and play Vice City all night on the PlayStation. Shit, y'all
they about to find the hookers on this. There she go.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this month. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Mama ain't
Oh shit. Niggas had to be innovative to get the goons off back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They won't just go regular, like, niggas just be putting in websites and just, you know, just scrolling off fucking shit.
Get on the phone. Go any app and see it.
Niggas record videos, it should be like, you know what I'm saying, at 2 minutes, 13 seconds, you gotta get your shit quick. You know what I'm saying? You gotta warm up, get your shit before you get out there.
Warm up, please.
Yeah.
Put your shit in the microwave.
Shit.
You gotta go to that motherfucker hot.
He brought along, nigga. Hey, he ain't got no imagination because he ain't did that.
Think about little bitch at school. Dirty ass bitch. They might get wait to see Sarah.
Goddamn pantalones, goddamn pants stiff as hell, starchy.
It's starchy, baby.
Starchy jeans. Yes.
Yeah, my mom decided.
Yes. You said this is all stand up on the yellow, man.
He got mannequin pants. Ain't no way.
Oh my God, that is so weird. That is so
Japanese
weird.
denim.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
BET uncut. Also uncut, man.
BT I bet need to come back.
For real.
We might need to set that up. Like, I don't know if we had time, like how the summer go. We might need to do an uncut video or something.
Yeah.
Like, just figure out a song for this nigga.
Yeah, that's good.
Crazy.
I'm so big, I'm
That would
fat.
be wild. Hey, the dad's got the music for it, so hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Even if the nigga don't got it, like nigga here, get it. Like,
Yeah, right.
Nigga,
Make that shit right there.
I'm gonna look tight beats.
Yeah.
Nigga on the little tight beat.
Give me 3 months, be your ass, cause it ain't your face. Tight.
I don't know, that sounds funny. We'll see what happens though.
That nigga dad's might be too serious.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass.
We gotta put him on the open early. We gotta put
DJ co-sign?
Yeah.
Got the camera.
Look, maybe I do need to be gone. Do I need to be gone?
I video.
Okay.
This is show by himself.
Oh, this dad's specialty. He gonna be the host of this thing. Also being uncut, hosted and led by.
Also VA.
Also being.
I am your host.
And if you a hoe, tap in. We need video shoot.
Hey, that makes sense.
Dead serious. Listen, they gonna tap in. Even they go, I ain't no hoe, but I was just shut up.
You a hoe.
That sounds like shut up.
You a hoe.
If you a butterface, come on, man. That's the only thing you gonna be
Listen.
involved in.
Everybody gets love.
I don't think they know what a
Everybody
butterface
gets
is.
love. Everybody
I
gets
don't think
love.
they know what a butterface is.
What's a butterface?
Okay, well,
Everything look good.
but her face.
Okay.
The newer generation would not know what a butterface is.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I thought that was
So I wonder what they would call
term.
it. What I wonder what they would call it.
That's
Ain't
fair.
no telling what they call it.
Ugly bitch.
Yeah. It ain't butterface though.
What they call it? Nah, I
Yeah.
ain't heard that shit in a minute. I was like,
Right, yeah. If you go to Atlanta and say butterface, like nigga might not know what you're talking about.
yeah, nah.
That's crazy.
Butterface.
They might think it's a compliment.
Butterface.
Oh yeah. Also, HOSO VA coming soon.
HOSO VA, stay
Hosted
tuned.
by Hosky Dance.
My boy, Hughes by Hosey.
Hosted by Hosey. And we got Ho-J. Hold it up.
Yeah,
Come in the rear.
OJ got sick.
HOSO VA.
Also, yeah.
HOSO VA. But we're wholesome people, so we're
Wholesome
wholesome VA.
VA.
Wholesome VA. Till we get uncut. Episode 20. It is a Rizap. Go ahead and.
Like, share, and subscribe.
But for now, get y'all black ass up out of here. Hope y'all win on.
That was a good episode.